Hello Internet, James Allen from Out of 8, and today I'm playing role-playing survival game NEO Scavenger. In it you explore post-apocalyptic Michigan in search for Detroit and just basically surviving against the elements. I'm going to create a new game. First thing you get to do is pick your abilities. Like a real person, I'm going to choose random. So, big bucks, no whammy, stop. So there you go. So I picked some randoms. I have tough, and then also some flaws, which allows you to get more points. I'm going to choose melee also. So it's going to let me attack fairly decently. I don't really use trapping too much, but I will choose botany. And I can take one of these out. There we go. So those will be my starting attributes there. Start out the game in this cryogenic facility, much like 28 Days Later. So we're going to do hiding. And then it has a little story you can follow. The game world is semi-randomly generated. You'll encounter the same kind of major locations over time, but you don't know where things are specifically located, and certainly the items will be randomly chosen. I'll search console for records, and we'll get out of here. And then we will actually scavenge the building because we can pick up these glass shards, which I'll need in a second. Alright, so we're going to go over to this town. Basically what you need to do, your first priority is to find clothes, a weapon, water, food, stuff like that. But you really need clothes because it is cold outside. You know, it's rainy right now. So that's kind of priority number one. Priority number two is to find a sleeping bag so you don't freeze to death at night or really during the day either. And a lot of that has to do with luck. A lot of the game is luck. You'll have a lot of random deaths where you'll just die even though you have a pretty decent character built up. You might also find pretty terrible starting conditions around your starting location. But the game's kind of a roguelike in that it's not that big of a deal. The kind of the point of the game is to, you know, kind of play it more than once, and it does have some replay value because of the randomized nature of the items and the locations. So it isn't like a linear game that's the same every time you play. If it was, it'd certainly be much less appealing. So let's explore this town here. So you click the scavenge. We have some locked storage sheds, which I will skip. Sometimes you can use your attributes to change the safety, the sneaking, or the amount of loot you'll get. Nothing found there. And then I'll scavenge the mobile home and hope I find something. And I did not. So I stink. You have a number of moves per turn. You get 5 base if you have shoes. And then you hit the turn. One thing, you'll notice that the interface is kind of wonky. You have a zoomed out mini-map, which becomes important once you find the city your first night. It has your skills. It has crafting screen, which allows you to craft various items. I'm going to go with some weapons here. Have your items that are located on the ground and ones that you have in your hand. I'm going to put that in my hand. You also need to find a backpack so you can carry more stuff. You have injuries. Has pretty detailed injury system. You can camp in a campsite, such as this storage facility, which will give you more shelter, as you can see. And then you can also find vehicles like shopping carts and stuff to carry even more items. So that's kind of a secondary goal, is to find backpacks, excuse me, and stuff so you can, you know, search around. I'm going to go to these hills here so I can see. And that ends my turn. There goes a dog I want to kind of avoid. I am shivering. I am in the woods, so we will do botany in the woods here, which is good. So I actually did get some stuff. There's a squirrel, which I'm sure I could use for something. What I did want this for is to get sticks, because I can craft a weapon. So here's your broad spear. Not enough moves. Well, I'll have to wait till next. Okay, but I should be able to do it now. So let me get my broad spear going. There we go. Alright, so I got my broad spear done. That's my only move. And I'm pretty in bad shape. At least I was, anyway. So let's see what else is on here. So there is some poison berries, which is not good. I will eat some of these edible berries. So you just click use. If I had a container, I would store them in there. Let me put the spear in my hand so I can actually use it. Let's drink some water. It's good to boil the water. You'll get sick if you don't, but at this point I don't really have any choice. Alright, so we got my spear, so I'm good to go there. I'm basically on the lookout for any city, because I need to find cities so I can get some clothes and backpacks. And a lot of it is luck. I mean, here, okay, there's a good city. So we'll end our turn and then we'll scavenge here next turn. Alright, so we got an apartment building. But like I said, a lot of it is luck on where you end up finding the locations and stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I have two left shoes. So we'll take one of those. Blue jeans, excellent. A shirt, a hoodie, a rag shoe. Yeah. It's almost better if I just drop that, to be honest. There's this shopping bag, which I can use to carry some items now, so that's good. I'm going to take some of these bottles, because you can store water in them, which is important. Some twigs. You can also make fires and stuff to help warm you up. Alright. So that's a pretty good spot, I would say. Scavenge again. We'll go in this office tower. And I hurt myself a little bit in there. And nothing there. Alright. So I did hurt myself. Minor cut, bleeding and pain, and also on my leg. So that's not a great thing. Oh, I could actually probably pick that up too. You can wear more than one shirt, so I should probably wear that too. There we go. That'll keep me relatively warmer. Alright, I do need to find a sleeping bag, which that event should crop up here in a little bit. Ooh. Alright, well, here we go. So here's combat. In combat, you basically choose an action. Now normally I would avoid, but this is a feeble, frail guy that only has a punch weapon. So I think I'm going to try to take him out, and we'll see how that goes. Since I have a weapon, so I will charge him. Let's see here. Alright, so I did charge. He chose to charge you. He actually has a whiskey bottle now. Well, I'm going to attack him with my spear. So I slashed him. He's unable to move. I'll do it again. He's bleeding in severe pain. Do it again. He passed out. And he's fallen and he can't get up. So I'll stab him again. So I'm really taking his butt down. There we go. He is dead. He bled to death. Such a happy game. Well, let's see. There's his corpse. Left shoe. I think this is all the same stuff I had before. I don't think he had anything on me. So, nothing much I could use with that, to be honest. But there's combat. So, and there's some interesting possibilities there based on which skills you have. So, again, I need to find... Now, actually, I'm getting a little bit warmer, so that's good. I do need to find a sleeping bag. So, let's go try to find another city here. Before it gets too dark. It's the middle of the day, fortunately. Oh, there we go. Alright, scavenge. Okay, good. Oh. Well, that is better than my weapon, isn't it? Alright, makeshift rag shoe, dirty rags, scrap of foil, pill bottles. Small parts. You can use small parts for things. There's a good number of things to craft. Although the game isn't really user-friendly, you kind of have to figure out how to use things on your own. Honestly, I might just take that. Take that too. That'll make you a little air filter for filtering the air. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's go check out this city. Again, I still need my sleeping bag. No, no useful. Use our courage bar. Yep, cut myself. And I alerted nearby creatures. And nothing there. Alright, well, that was useless. Yeah, and here it comes. I wish there was a little clock. Because I don't really know what the correlation is between the number of moves, like each turn, and then what that is for what time of day it is. I'm going to have to go to sleep here in a little bit. So we need to go to in this town, and we're just going to have to stay here and camp. Oh, good. What'd I get? Bottles. Crap is what I got. What'd I get here? Another bottle of something. Foil, twigs, all sorts of stuff. I kind of wish that in the crafting thing, it would show you things that you can currently craft with your items. That'd make things a lot better. I mean, it shows you with the tooltip what is required for it, but, you know, I could have gotten meat from that corpse, so that would have been something, I guess. So, I mean, there's lots of things you can get. There's way more ingredients, too. And then you can just kind of willy-nilly attach things together if you want, but kind of wish it was a little bit more verbose in what you can make in the game. But it's not, so. Alright, I should consider camping here. We'll camp in this building. And then we'll sleep. Wow, I woke up. Yeah, let's sleep. Is it dusk? Yeah, let's see. It's still kind of light out. Yeah, there's your glow. I'm just going to sleep until it gets light out. Nope, I am thirsty, aren't I? Shoot. Need to fill up those bottles. And I'm cold. Alright, I gotta wake up now. Alright, it is dawn. I need to get some water. That's for darn sure. And fill up these bottles. And I got one in my hand too. Oh, those are 2 slots. They never seem to go where you need them to go. Because that's in my pocket. And that's too tall for that thing, isn't it? Alright, well. Excuse me. I am weak with thirst. So let's go to the woods and try to find some water. And I slipped on a rock. That's cool. Alright, I really need to find some water. There we go. Alright, use. Alright, well that's good. Edible berries. You can actually hold down the 2 key and use them. There we go. Alright, I'm good to go now. I am freezing, though. I still have to find that sleeping bag, but I'm in much better shape now. There's foothills with water. We'll actually go there. Use. There we go. So we'll fill that up. There we go. Now we got some water. Now we're good. As good as you can be in this game, of course. Oh, there's a dude. Hey, dude. Oh, combat time. Hi, stranger. I'll take cover. He's advancing. Let's offer to talk. Let's see what he says. Nope. He's a bad mother. Alright, well, apparently he doesn't want any of that, so I'm going to get him with a crowbar. I'm in minor pain. He's tough. This probably doesn't bode well. I probably need to retreat, although, well, if I was playing the game for real, I would retreat, but here I think I'm just going to get him with this crowbar here. Try to get up. He fell. Let's try to roll dodge. He kicked me. Kicked me. Oh, I died. Yay! There we go. Well, good time to stop. That's NEO Scavenger. I actually really like it. It is not very noob friendly. You know, new players will have a hard time trying to figure out what they can craft without resorting to the internet for additional information. The interface is pretty clunky and inefficient. There's a lot of problems with you're only able to use things when they're in certain locations, either in the ground or on your person. You can't craft them if you're holding them. You have to put them on the ground first, and then you have to craft them. But it is pretty detailed. There's lots of things you have to pay attention to. A lot of different items. The world is semi-randomly generated, so it's different every time. You don't know where exactly the best locations are going to be. The combat is interesting with the way that it's done, with the turn-based decisions you can make there. There are a lot of random deaths, so if you're frustrated, you know, it is pretty easy to die in the game, but I think it is a rewarding survival experience. You know, it kind of combines the Fallout games with the more traditional, somewhat realistic, you know, survival type game. So there you go. That's all I have for today. Till next time, bye now.